welcome to the JSWORLD podcast. My name is Christopher. I'm a front-end consultant working for passionate people. Today I'm joined by my coworker.
I'm Rene, also a consultant with passionate people, and we're joined today by Alex Jover.
Hello, I'm not a consultant for passionate people, but I'm Alex.
You're not?
Yeah,
Interview
I'm not
over.
yet.
This is done. This is.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Oh,
interviewing.
repeat. Yeah, I'm consultant for passionate people. I'm consultant. Okay.
You were supposed to say it right.
Oh no.
Well, no, I think it's
I'm
quite
very
clear.
sorry,
You're not
very
the
sorry.
consultant with passionate
I need
people.
to do a hashtag now.
Oh,
I'm becoming nervous.
So this is something that happened behind the scenes, and thankfully there's no video footage of this, but we did handstands, right? And you did a perfect handstand, no problem for you. I tried. First time was okay. Second time fell down. So we're talking about the idea of doing a handstand up.
Okay.
Would you like to go through the idea of the handstand up for the viewers at home? What would that look like?
First step, find a wall. You need to find a wall.
There we go.
Especially if it's one of those walls that you don't smash into it and fall down like 10 meters below and die.
So not a thin fake wall.
I mean, you can, but that's
Not a
like
banner.
level 3. We are in level 0 right now.
All right.
So level 0 is first you have to say hello, then you do stand up, and during the stand up you find a wall and you do the handstand in the stand up in the wall.
That's good.
I think that's the prime
a-
example
it's a
of
start,
making
it's a start.
your stand-up very short.
Yeah, because you can't breathe. You're like, okay, I'm just trying to hold on. I'm doing this today, but
I think that's actually the perfect start of the day.
well, being very, very short and to the point.
Just imagine if a strong man is that strong without handstanding. Just imagine all the standards doing handstanding. He will be a super strong man.
That's very true. So Rene has officially been dubbed as the strong man.
Yeah,
The
apparently
strong man.
I'm now the strong man, but I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, that's not a bad nomenclature. So
I mean, you have no control on what the people do, right? So
Exactly. So you might as well accept it. Right?
maybe we can get Rene Strongman trending.
yeah, strong man. I love it.
Let's try that again.
Hashtag Strongman Rene.
Let's get something else trending. Let's get this talk trending.
We only need the
Okay.
cape, you know, like. You have a
Oh,
cape.
oh yeah.
I love
He
it.
has a cape. Oh my god, no, that's not gonna happen.
I love it. Oh, yes, let's do this.
So I'm gonna be. This was my outfit for the party, or just finding some use for this. But clearly we found a use for this.
Okay.
Yes. You look perfect. Have you seen Boys?
yes.
I feel good now. I feel better.
Have you seen Boys?
Yeah.
You look like the main character, which I don't remember now the name. It was
Peacemaker. No.
no. The bad guy that was strong and he was like supposed to be the good guy, but it's the bad guy.
Is this The Boys?
I think
The
it was
Boys.
Peacemaker.
I've not seen
In
The Boys.
Amazon Prime.
I've not seen The Boys. I know of it, but I've not seen it. But I mean, let me give you a different one, right?
Okay.
So, you have Captain America, right? In Dutch we could say Sergeant Nederland.
Sergeant Nederland.
Oh, that sounds so bad.
Sergeant Nederland.
Sergeant Nederland.
That sounds terrible.
Sargento Holandés. Sergeant
Sargent-
Nederland.
Yes, there we go. He gets
Wait.
See?
In Colombia it will be Sargento Holandés.
Sergeant Hollandaise.
Yes.
Yes, there we go. I can speak fluent Colombian even though I'm speaking English.
Perfecto, mamacito.
Perfecto, papacito. Alright, there we
We're
go.
getting the hang of it.
Okay, so where's our bandeja paisa?
Oh, bandeja paisa, it's no strong man, it's a belly man. Yeah, it makes you belly.
I'm not that much of a belly man, but I do like my bandeja paisa. It's good. It's like
have no idea what that
it's a
is.
traditional Colombian meal for the workers, right? So it's beans, it's rice,
Meat.
it's a lot of meat.
Good of meat.
It's a fried egg. You have avocado, fried banana, sausage, mincemeat, and bacon, but like proper bacon, like a whole strip.
Basically,
piece thick.
everything you have in the fridge, you put it together.
That's it.
Bandeja paisa. Yeah.
Actually, it's very tasty, but a
think
bit,
that's
a
pretty
bit
brilliant.
fatty.
So
But they
2,000 calories or something.
But they have really good fruits, all tropical fruits you can imagine, and the others that you cannot imagine, like guayaba, I don't remember some names. They put it like in milk, they do the milkshake, and it's super.
That's very good.
super
Yeah.
Good. It's super good. It's huge. It's so inexpensive. It's amazing.
I know.
I'm getting these tips here, man.
It's very.
Yes,
it's very.
It's very good.
Yes. It's good for the muscles.
It's gonna help me with being.
I'm not gonna show the muscles right now because I have not been to the gym in about a year and a half. So
Then you should be proud. You're keeping yourself quite good.
so far,
You did 2 handstands.
true.
Yeah, that was so impressive.
Cool,
Yes.
cool. I fell down still, but
Very athletic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway, we were supposed to talk about something Vue related.
Yeah.
So I'm going to open up the laptop because we came very, very much prepared.
Very
it's
much.
the end of the day.
Well, that's not completely true because I
I'm
did
super.
look it up because I was triggered by the DX.
That's
Magic of DX.
exactly
Like,
what's
what
triggering
is
me.
DX?
You know,
Yeah,
you
it
do-
was a very lazy wordplay actually, wasn't it?
Well, it's. I was thinking a lot of days for that sentence to come up. You know, like magic of DX in the Vue universe. Like, yeah.
But I mean, the
Putting
sentence
everything
sounds
together.
good, like the magic of DX in the Vue.
Vueniverse. I think I like Vueniverse best
Yeah,
as a word.
it's
I mean,
Like-
we have a Marvel tradition, right? We also had
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Sergeant Nederland.
Sergeant Nederland. So,
Captain America.
yeah, we had to use
You the Vueniverse magician?
the universe magic. I like it. I like it. The universe magician.
The Vueniverse magician.
yeah, I
It's
love
like
that.
it's like a different version of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because he does the magic
Yeah.
with the
So I
DX.
should do the.
Try to do that.
Alex
but the
Jover,
DX,
Alex Jover in the Vueniverse of Madness.
universe of madness.
That's a
Maybe we
film.
can-
That's a film I would go and see. That's like super funny. Then everybody, instead of like doing daily stand-ups, they would do daily hand stand-ups.
But let's get back on track.
Oh yeah, back on
Let's get back on
Not
track.
get
Magic
back
of the
to the
DX in the
stand-ups.
universe.
Yes.
It's
so
about developer experience.
But
It's about developer
Tell
experience.
us.
It's about magic. It's about developers, and it's about Vue because we are in the Vue
of course, we're in the universe.
At
Yeah.
least we are in the Vue universe right now. Exactly. Out of that door is not Vue universe. Now we are in Vue.
Here today,
So enjoy it while it lasts.
yesterday, universe. Yeah.
Actually, what the people like the most in the talk, or that's my feeling, I'm thinking about the people right now, it was the magic meter.
Magic matter.
The magic meter. That's the best tool you can use to measure DX.
Magic method.
The magic meter. Yeah, because DX, there are a few things that can be objective. Like I shared 3 keys in my talk. First, you have to make a tool as easy as to use as possible. Like even the user doesn't notice. It's like when you go to a restaurant and they take very well care of you. Like, hey sir, please come in, sit down. What do you like to like? Blah blah blah. So everything is so smooth. That should be like using a tool as well, like feeling like that. Second, you have to shorten the steps from the initial point until your users go. So maybe your user goes creating a website. If you can make it in one button, one day, maybe we'll see it. Who knows?
Copilot much, right? It's a good start. GitHub Copilot.
Oh,
Yeah,
GitHub Copilot.
we're already getting there.
I
like
love
where,
that.
where your code is like
We're just going to be automated.
it's going to be a bit
It's so-
added with AI, right?
it's
So
so
some point-
clever.
I don't actually I don't think we'll be automated away, but I do see it happening where with one click, it could, based on some parameters, generate a website for you. Sure.
At least you start typing, and it generates like a bunch of code that most of the time is not too bad,
Yeah.
and in the backend is better.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
You will
That's
be
really
so-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Copilot is amazing. It's really, really cool stuff.
Yeah,
So
you're
what-
like this, and the
It
code
just
is.
happens.
It happens.
But apparently, we had someone on yesterday, I can't remember who it was, that said it can even write blog posts. Because it knows the context in your writing, and then it
Well, that
starts
will
sort
be
of
super amazing.
started adding like pieces to the blog post. So I was like, wow,
that's
that's
amazing, though.
super amazing.
Imagine that with the code. Yeah, then it's going to be like almost a one-click page. Just there it is.
I mean, that's the second key. Shorten the steps as much as possible. So in Storyblok, I'm working in Storyblok. Maybe that's a point that is good to mention for context, right? Apart from doing hashtags and that stuff. So in Storyblok, it used to take a while to, how to say, to connect your website with the Storyblok. You had to do a lot of manual steps to fully connect it with the visual editor, with all the real-time editing experience. But now we shorten it to 3 steps. So that's the second key. Shorten the steps as much as possible. In our case, it was 3. But if you use Next, which has been like a really hot topic here in the conference, you will see that with Next, getting to your goal, I mean like building an app or whatever here, it does a lot of things for you. So it shortens a lot the steps. But the 3 key is making it consistent. So here I recall a lot this thing from the MacBooks. So I don't know if you know, in the Windows, the OK and cancel buttons, it used to be OK in the left and cancel in the right. But Mac, they did it the other way around. And yeah, you know, Mac is very, I mean, Apple is very well known, and
Yeah.
probably nowadays, now it makes sense. But at the beginning, it was breaking that rule. What happens? You are confused because you are used to one thing and not with the other. So when you make consistent, how the people use your tools or your product or whatever, maybe across the different technologies or across the different variations, or if you organize this conference here and you organize another conference in Sweden, but they all share the same style, process, whatever, the experience will be much more pleasant for the people. So that are the three keys. But then, how can we measure DX? Because it's more like subjective, it's more like the feeling. That's the magic meter.
So how does the magic meter work?
It's pretty easy. So if the DX is so good, you will feel this wow feeling. So you will feel a lot of magic happening. And if it's really bad, it will be like this boo feeling, like you are angry, you are disgusted, you are mad.
Disgusted.
Disgusted, even like, I don't want to use
like,
this
Tool stack makes me feel physically nauseous.
Oh my god, I can't do this anymore. It's too much.
jQuery.
Hey,
no,
no bashing on jQuery, because jQuery helped us out a lot back in the day.
Back in the day, it was really
Back
cool.
in the day, it was like
Back in the day.
the tool to use.
Man, there were many people in my talk that they didn't try Webpack 1. That was like 3-4 years ago. jQuery was much behind, so
2000, 2005.
yeah.
jQuery is
Maybe
old school.
maybe you say jQuery and nobody knows here about what's jQuery, according to this audience at least.
Yeah, well, it could happen.
Or maybe they were shy, like I use it, but I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, because then people
was
They're
painful.
ashamed. They're ashamed. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
everyone's doing this awesome,
Yeah.
fancy stuff with Vue, and I'm still stuck on
jQuery.
jQuery.
They say that mind is really clever about deleting traumas from your mind. So maybe people
that's the
just
reason.
know about bit, but no. Webpack 1,
Well, after we
Webpack-
got the
Webpack 1?
alternatives, then maybe they're like, jQuery, just forget about that.
Exactly.
But I like this magic
J
matter,
what?
though. J what?
Jay? No, I'm Alex. No, Jay. I'm not Jay. I'm sorry. You're confused.
Must be me.
It's not jQuery. It's jQuery.
Jake Query.
jQuery?
Jake Query.
Who's Jake?
That's a good question.
That's a
We're
good-
losing track again.
Okay.
It's
Who's Jake?
so late. It's so late.
Oh, we're veering so much off track.
This
It's
is
ridiculous.
probably the most banterful interview of the day, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah, this is nice, man. This is like a good one to round it all off.
You told me how was your talk before? It was this, but with more people.
Oh, that's actually.
That's
I
actually,
have
did
to
you
go
get
and
some
see
people to do a
that's all
handstand?
Not, but they were like, woo, clapping and everything.
Really?
So,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it would be weird for them, right? So we have to take care of the people that come
That's
to
fair
watch
enough.
us.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Back to the
But
magic matter and the
Magic
DX.
matter.
But I thought I heard it incorrectly, but it's magic meter.
Magic meter.
Magic meter.
Magic
Yes.
meter.
Magic meter.
Magic
Yeah.
meter.
So how did you improve that with the, I don't know, the current tool stack that you're working on, or how do you ensure for yourself and for the people you work with that the DX is just optimal? Like, what's the best developer experience you've had?
The way we did it, and I mean, DX I think is kind of a science that is not as exploded as possible. But if I had to say what would be the process or the framework to improve DX in a tech product that you are building, it's a matter of 3 steps. First, you had to ask yourself, what's your user's goal? So for example, let's say you're building a library that connects to WebSockets for updating the state in your backend and just making this up. I'm not sure if it makes sense. So the first thing you have to do is, okay, the tool you're building, what's the goal for the user in like 90% of the cases? Of course, there will be like 10% of the cases that may be more advanced, or you have to give them other ways to do things or more lower level things. But 90% of the cases, what is your user trying to achieve? That's the first question. Second, think about the user journey, how it is from 0 to that goal, and follow just the 3 keys. Make it easy, shorten the steps, and make it consistent. If you follow those rules, and that is like the simplest framework I can think of, I think you're in a good path. Yeah.
So, but making
In our case, for example, in Storyblok,
Yeah.
Storyblok is a headless CMS with a visual editor. Being headless means that you can use Vue, Next, or any technology, but you have to do an initial setup. From that point, when you connect together the visual editor with the Next Vue application, everything works together. But to do that connection, you have to do a few things. In the past, it used to take like installing 3 libraries and doing quite some code from yourself to connect all those together. we managed to do it just by installing one library, and you follow 3 simple steps. You install it and configure it. You create all your Vue components for every Storyblok component, and third, you just use the use Storyblok function, and does everything automatically.
Okay.
Maybe in some cases, you need to do something out of that way, out of that path. We still didn't get any insights of customers or people or developers that they needed something different, but we provide you with also lower level utilities, so you can do more manual things. But most of the people, that's what they want to achieve. So we made that path as short and as easy as possible. That's how I see that we should do DX.
I have a question about this, because
Yep.
I really like the idea of the framework where you have the 3 steps basically.
Yeah.
Right? But the third step you say is consistency.
Consistency.
But consistency is something that will change over time, right? Because the way we use our tools will change over time, and the way we are comfortable with using our tools changes over time.
That's
right?
true.
So to gauge the magic experience, right? Where you say like, hey, this is a tool that it feels so comfortable to use,
Yeah.
as opposed to, oh, this feels so bad to use, I'm not going to touch this again. How do you keep improving on consistency to keep that experience up?
I think,
Or how do you
Yeah.
gauge that particular part?
that's really a great question, because being consistent about different technologies or different like variations, it might be not that easy. Because, for example, we have this user journey that I just mentioned to you on how to connect Storyblok with a website. But for example, React and Vue, they have these composables, or hooks are called in React. So we can use the use Storyblok function. But the Svelte doesn't have it. So it's like the best you can do is to keep in mind what's the user journey, and then depending on the different technologies, try to use their syntax and their features to make it look as consistent as possible across the different technologies. So for example, in Svelte, there is no use Storyblok because there is no composition things. But you have 2 different functions, and the user journey looks mostly the same. It's just the code can be slightly different.
Slightly different, okay.
Yeah, also the syntax and the different functions. But as long as the user journey is consistent, which is more like...
So it's not
in the
necessarily
way.
from a development perspective, like it needs to have the same syntax or it needs to have the buttons in the same place, as long as the user journey, what you're
Yeah.
trying to achieve is the same or consistent across all these different technologies.
Exactly. If, for example, you're building a CLI to create new projects in Svelte, in Astro, in any of the cool kits, and if doing that is so similar in the different technologies, then you are in a good way.
That
That
would
means
be
the
actually
user...
great, because I see it a lot, that if you change technology, then suddenly you get the new tooling,
Yes.
and it's really a different approach, or you have to relearn everything on how you
Yeah.
build stuff, do things, deploy it maybe even, run it even, maybe debug it, test it. It's just such a
But
pain.
honestly, we don't even need to talk about technology. Think about McDonald's. You got McDonald's in Spain, in the Netherlands, in Germany, in China, and I'm pretty sure the way to order and the products and everything is as consistent as possible. Of course, in Spain, maybe you have it from Spanish ham, and in China you have fish burgers. I don't know what.
You don't need
what's
to know the
traditional in
language
China,
to go through the menus.
Yeah.
At the columns, right? So you
Yeah.
just know, because if it's consistent, it's the same. You know what the products are based on the images. Navigation's the same thing.
Exactly. That's the thing.
That's actually a really great analogy.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry for McDonald's, by the way.
Oh, I'm also pretty
Super
hungry.
hungry.
Super hungry. For real.
After
though.
this, we're gonna have to
Yeah,
scavenge.
after this we're
Some
gonna.
hamburgers, please. Some
Apparently,
hamburgers.
in the speaker room, there's some food. So
What's like where do you see the developer experience, or where do you think the biggest gains are to be had in the current developer experience, separate from the Vueverse, or like if you look
You
at
know-
all the tooling that you have, all the languages.
I'm not sure it's totally related to your question, but I understand it this way. But you know, one of my last slides was, for me, my favorite, because I think it's the one that we talked the least about developer experience. Because we think about developer experience, we think about tools, we think about implementations, we think about this magic feeling, right? But actually, developer experience is also one of the best strategies that a company or yourself you can have to attract developers to use your tool. Next 3 is a really good example. So you haven't seen the Next team doing like big advertisement or being in the New York Square, you know, on the JAMstack Square doing advertisement or whatever. No, they just built a tool that developer experience is amazing and that attracted a lot of people. So some of the takes I would say for developer experience is if you make a great developer experience and you have a product or a tool that developers use, that's already one of the best marketing strategies you can do. And you have, in Spain we say, matarás dos pájaros de un tiro. So you will kill two birds from one shot. So just focusing on one thing, you have two benefits. You have a product that people love and a product that is easy to use and I mean.
It's a win-win in that sense.
Yeah, it's two wins.
That's great.
That's good.
I like that.
Thank you so much for coming on. We always like to finish off the interviews with the one big question, the one question we call it.
I don't have any money, sorry.
Damn it. Would you believe this?
I'm sorry.
A developer without
I
money?
even lost my cape because of this.
I wasn't paid for
incroyable. Incredible.
I just thought
Incredible.
for
But that was not the question.
That was not a question. No.
Okay.
So we asked this to every speaker. Do you have a developer hack or a life hack that you would like to share with our audience that changed your
a
life?
developer hack or
Or
a
a
life
life
hack?
hack. Yeah. We already talked about like the handstand thing.
I mean, the guy on developer experience should have some developer.
Yeah.
trick
Oh
or
yeah.
life.
You should have something. No
Ooh.
pressure though.
You got me like blank.
Oh,
Really?
Yes. Maybe. Yeah, I have one hack.
yeah.
I have my hack. Just have fun. Use humor.
Well, I think we
Just
succeeded
humor.
very much.
Yeah. This was no problem.
But everywhere in your life, I mean, even in serious meetings, I always say humor is risky. You know, you can go over the line, and maybe some people, you know, you will get some people mad, but you will have fun, and the ones that appreciate it will love you more. So use
love
use
that.
humor
So
more.
use humor.
Use humor.
So would you
We
consider?
didn't use any humor here, right?
Yeah,
we
that's true.
should use more.
So would you consider, instead of having a semicolon in someone's code, the Greek question mark? You know, that they're similar, but then your linter will fail.
I'm not
your
sure if
code
that's
will not
humor,
run.
if that's just plain evil.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, right? That's why I'm asking. Is that
Yeah.
going too far? Or?
There is a separation of being annoying and being cool, right? So don't take it personal. Don't look at me like that. A strong guy, please do something.
I can do something after the camera's
This interview is officially over now.
Yeah.
No. I'm just asking for friends.
You see, you're having humor right
Yeah,
now.
of course I'm having humor.
humor.
I love
Just laughing
humor.
away, like-
Humor is, and meanwhile, when I go to bed tonight, I'm just crying myself to
Yeah.
sleep, you know.
It's
I
also
think-
very
I'm sure it will be
subjective
fine,
humor.
man. It will be
I
fine.
mean, it's very subjective humor also. I mean, I went to London like a couple of months ago, and that humor, I didn't understand.
I mean, in London, you mean?
In London.
British humor.
British.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing personal. I just
That is personal.
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure you get over it.
Me or do I? Don't be so sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best.
No, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
I prefer the Dutch humor, the gamba di banana and this kind of cool things that you say the whole
That
time.
was actually pretty good. Do you know any others?
Oh, I don't want to say the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do see a lot of signs around us as well, like that we might have to wrap it up.
Yes, we are gonna have to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on,
Thank you very much.
and we'll hope to see you next time.
See you next time.
All right.
Yeah, handstanding, of course.
Of course.
All right. See you.